We'll just
Welcome to the Weasel. Welcome to the Weasel. Whip out your dicks and shove them in your ass. Welcome to the Weasel with Mike and Jonah.
regression, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Is it a like dream regression, past life regression? Like, do you feel like you're regressing backwards in like the way of life, or there's a lot of different regressions.
I'll
You
get
know.
to regression in a moment.
Okay.
Um, but the first question that one of us wrote down probably a while ago was, "Am I bossy?"
Yeah.
And nor Mike and nor I can recall which one of us wrote this.
No.
Um, but I think it'd be fun to explore it
Okay.
if we,
All right.
I think we'll take it both ways.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think you're bossy at all.
Oh, okay.
I think you could be maybe even a little bit bossier.
I probably could be a little bit more forward, more bossy. Yeah. I don't. I don't. It's not that I necessarily don't take the reins. It's that if somebody else comes along, is like, "Hey, can I use those reins?" I'm like, "Here you go, dude.
Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it, champ.
please." I'm happy. I'm happy to take a seat back. I don't like being in charge because then when shit goes south, it's my fault. I don't want that. Which
Mm.
makes me stressed about being a teacher a little bit because I am such an agreeable person. And one of my big challenges is going to be being the adult in the room, you know? Because I ain't
Uh,
at all.
yeah.
So Kiraleigh's like, you're going to have, you got to remember, you're not their friend. You're going to be their teacher. You're going to be the one in charge. You have to give punishments and all this stuff. And I'm just like, oh, dude, I just
I
want
don't
to
know,
fucking play
man.
with Legos, dude.
I mean, kind of fuck that. Honestly, like I think there be have plenty of other teachers that fill that role for them. You know, what'd be cool is if your fucking teacher was your bro. You know.
Whoa. Be the bro teacher, dude.
I mean, maybe not bro, but like I don't even know what grade are you talking about wanting to teach?
Well, this is the thing, right? So I'm probably going to be teaching primary school, which is like young kids. And in that situation, it's less teaching one subject. You usually have like a room. So you have a consistent group of kids in your room, and then you're teaching all the subjects, right? And so, but
Yeah,
the
but your
big
job
thing
is
is,
to like half be a babysitter. Honestly.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and you got to make sure that they're not fucking being little feral assholes, which they are, especially this time of year because it's summertime. It's almost the end of the school year. It's hot. Tensions are high. The kids are just upset and anxious about wanting to get the fuck out of class so they can go fuck around, play on the oval, play in the field, go run around and kick a soccer ball. They don't want to sit there and listen about fucking three-dimensional shapes or fucking maths, writing creatively or anything like that. Like they just want
Yeah,
to go out, kick a soccer ball around, and so they're hyper. And
yeah.
kids nowadays,
The fucking dumb kids are doing that. Yeah.
no, 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 that's what I mean. They're all dumb. See, this is what I've come to realize with Kiralee being a teacher and and just being around kids a bit this last few years and stuff. All kids are dumb as fuck, bro. Even the smart kids, the ones that are like, oh, he's gifted. Oh, he can play Mozart on the piano at the age of 7. It's like, that's awesome. Does he know where the cup goes after you take it out of the dishwasher? No. Goes on the bench, right? That's where he thinks it goes. Goes in the bin. Drops it on the floor. There was some instant karma that Kiralee saw the other day. There was this kid, and they've been doing some construction at the school, and this kid saw that the gate was left open. So he fucking was legging it out the gate. And then the fucking one of the male teachers was chasing after him. Get back here, get back here. And this kid fucking legging it, right? Turns around because he thinks he's getting away. Turns around to see the reaction on the teacher's face and eats shit in a fucking pothole. Just fucking boosh. Yeah, scraped his knee, tears are flying. Everybody's really like, oh, my knee. Teacher's just
You know
like,
what's weird
Come on, dude.
that you never really hear about
So,
is like a toddler tearing an ACL. You know, because like
Right.
to me, that's where I was like, oh shit, dude, are all of his ligaments intact?
well,
You know,
yeah, I
if
think
you
they
if
are
you were
'cause
running
they're just
full
super
speed
flexible.
into a pothole, yeah, they're just like fucking goo bags, huh?
Yeah, they're like little like elastic bands and goo and like I mean you've seen kids right when they're sitting on the floor and they've just got like one leg up around their head and they're like fucking picking their nose with the pinky toe of their other foot and like just fucking I mean kids are just super
I mean,
flexible.
well, and like I guess they can't generate that much force either. At that, like their muscles aren't developed enough to run very, like
No, pretty
like
small.
like show me the fastest toddler,
Yeah.
and I bet I'd smoke his ass. You know, like dude, anytime, anywhere.
Fucking meet me at the track, baby. Fucking you're done skis, bro.
Fastest toddler in the world. I think I got him, dude. I give him a head start. Shit.
You don't
And
reckon there's
I
like
still run him down.
you don't reckon there's some like little like 3 or 4-year-old in like I don't know Uganda that's got to like run from fucking predators and he's just I mean you don't reckon that kid's fucking fast as fuck?
The kid's been running from owls his entire
Dude,
life.
yeah, he's been fucking dodging owls, dude. Yeah, bro.
Can
I
I
reckon there's some fast
outrun
toddlers,
a
dude.
4-year-old Ugandan owl dodger? Yes.
You reckon, dude?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
man.
I totally could. Fuck him. Like
Dude.
I'm pretty fast.
I mean, I know. I believe you, dude. You're fast as fuck, dude.
I'm
When's the last time
fast,
you had to
dude.
dodge an owl, though?
Never. I've
Never,
never
dude.
dodged an owl.
Nah, never have, dude. Never done that, have you? I don't
No.
know, man. Like if there's a race between you and like a 4-year-old Ugandan owl dodger, dude, I'm not saying I think you'll lose. I'm just saying it'd be a pretty interesting bet to put on like sports betting app. You know, like fucking in the off chance that kid does win, dude. This like the stakes are like fucking pretty good for that bet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the odds are like minus 1,000. Or,
Yeah,
or sorry,
dude.
plus 1,000.
yeah. You put like $7 down, you get $7,000 back. Dude, I might even just fucking hamstring you just to see it, dude. I'm just
I
like,
get it. I might, you know, if it
Dude,
wasn't, you know, if I wasn't
Bro.
part of it, you know, that wouldn't be ethical for me in that situation.
no, of course not.
But yeah,
You got to make it look convincing.
yeah.
You know,
I mean, honestly, like even if I stood to gain a giant windfall of money from defeating the 4-year-old Ugandan owl dodger, I feel like my competition would take over, and like I'm not gonna let that little fucker beat me, dude.
Whoa. What's the money though? Like, how much money would you need to
Any
override your ego?
There's
What?
the limit does
Two-
not exist.
$2 billion. You wouldn't do it for $2 billion?
No,
I would.
no, dude. I'm still
pride.
fucking face punt. I'm punting that kid. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me. Let's ask you the same question. Do you think you're bossy?
Yeah, I forgot that's where we started. I think that I have more bossy tendencies than you, but you have none. I just have some, I think.
Right. It's not a hard comparison, is it? Really?
No. No, between the two of us, I think I'm the bossier one, but I don't think I describe myself as bossy, no. And I've also never really been a boss, like in charge of others. Either at work or in my like social circles or personal life.
You've
Like,
done the
I don't-
range. That's kind of like being
Yeah.
in charge of a bunch of cunts.
Yeah, you're right. And even then, like I was like, I would like actively try not to fucking, you know, like be like a rule Nazi on the range, but I'd be like, You almost shot somebody. Please don't do that again, dude.
Right.
But that was a different time for me. I think if I was like a manager in like corporate America, which is a strong possibility at some point, I think I would really hope that I would not be described as bossy, but I think there's parts of me kind of where you were talking, like you're like, oh, I kind of, I don't want the responsibility for that kind of thing. I'm like, nah, fuck it, I'll do it. I'm in charge, and honestly, I'll probably do it better than these other people. So
Yeah.
let me at it.
Yeah.
It's kind of my attitude.
I kind of think that maybe it's not. There's like different layers to the shit player. Tiramisu. You know what I mean? Like you can be a boss without being bossy.
Yeah,
You know, like you're in charge, but you're like the dope ass boss that like doesn't micromanage. You're not fucking using shitty puns or fucking shit like that. You're just a cool dude. You've got the plan. You tell everybody the plan. They all respect you because you've only ever given them the plan and not like been right over their shoulder like, hey, did you use 3 paper clips or 4?
Yeah, but but that's the thing is there's some fucking dum-dums out there,
Oh yeah, very true. Yeah,
that you're like, fuck, I do gotta tell them how many paper clips.
Yeah. Wow.
But what I tell people is like my time in the military. I think via the structure and hierarchy of the military, everyone that's a higher rank than you is your boss and can tell you what to do in your personal and professional life.
Right.
It's kind of a wild system, as a matter of fact, but whatever. And especially when you first start, you are at the bottom of the shit pile, dude. You are the lowest man on the totem pole. And pretty much every other single fucking person is your boss.
Yeah. You don't even rate a rank in boot camp.
No,
You've got
dude.
PFCs and privates telling you what to do and shit. You're like, oh, fuck, dude. You don't even rank at all.
Oh, I didn't give a fucking boot camp, dude. There wasn't nobody telling me what to do. I mean, a lot of people were telling me what to do, but like in my own,
literally
like,
everybody was
group,
telling you what to. Oh well, no, peer group, yeah, no.
Yeah, I was like
Everybody
my fellow recruits could fuck right off, dude.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, 100%.
But through that time, 4 years of doing that. And you get moved around a lot. People come and go all the time. I've had, and I know this is true for you as well, I've had every single type of leader, manager, boss you could possibly imagine. Like the good, the bad, the ugly, the fucking angelic, like supreme. Yes, fucking please, I'll do
anything you ask me to. Anything because I think you're cool. You're the coolest boss.
Well, and I know the people who I liked working for. Yeah.
Like
I like working for the people that like were cool and that showed me the proper respect and still got the job accomplished and it didn't have to be a dickhead at any point. Didn't micromanage you.
Yeah.
Like those are my favorite bosses. So I would like to think that that's the kind of person that I would be, but I don't know. I think once you get put into a position of power, it can corrupt you.
Oh yeah, it corrupts you almost guaranteed a little bit. It's at least a sliver of corruption. There's a little bit of something that goes to your head, just a tiny bit, and depending on what you do with
ego.
Your ego's just like, oh, I love it. Yeah, give me some more of that, dude. I like being in charge. You tell like a fucking 7-year-old to go sit in the corner and they have to listen to you. You're like, fuck yeah, you little bastard. That's right. You're not gonna be fucking flinging rubber bands at fucking little Susie no more, are you? Because you're sitting in the corner, right? But it's like what you decide to do with that sliver of like ego, I think determines who you turn out as a leader or to be as a leader, right? It's weird because I know a lot of people that went through the exact same experience as us, in the sense that we had all these different various types of leaders and saw these different styles of it, right? And some of them chose to do the opposite. Some of them thought that the ones that were really good were the ones that were just cunts. And they're like, you know what? I'm going to match that leadership style. I don't know. I didn't do that. I'm the opposite. I thought the cool ones were cool, dude. But some people, man, they take the exact opposite leadership style. Same experiences, different leadership style. It's weird.
I think in order to put yourself in that like hierarchy and be like, you have to be an asshole. I think you literally have to believe that you're smarter or better than the people below you.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah. Like if that leadership just goes to your head that much, like you actually have to believe that like your ego makes you believe that you should be in charge, and like these people these dum-dums need to fucking listen up because you have value to give. Yeah.
You have the plan, and it's the only plan that's gonna work because you come up with it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a different. I'm sure you've seen that meme where it's like the difference between like a boss and a leader is like the person working together, and the person fucking cracking the whip on people is the boss, and the leader is the one that's like working together with them.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of truth and power in that.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. On that for sure. It's easier to do things that somebody says when they're actively doing those things as well, or at least striving to get that job accomplished using a variety of different pathways too. I think you see a lot of like bad leadership is this is the way we're going to do it, and that's it. Whereas, and they don't take the time to really listen to the people below them. But when you have like leaders that do, it seems like things function a lot better, more fluid, more efficiently, because you have all the different inputs coming in and stuff. But also you have to know how to filter those, because there's a lot of shitty ideas, because you do have those dumb people that are like, hey, we should do this. I'm one of those people sometimes. I come up with really dumb ideas all the time. Glad they don't just take them on board, because man, sometimes it would not work out real great,
I think you need to encourage dumb ideas, not do them, but like, hey, like let's encourage ideas. And by default, encouraging ideas, most, if not, like definitely well over half, if not most of them, will be dumb ideas, but those might lead to better ideas, and that's the process of creativity, I think. Like you need to allow for people to have dumb ideas and dumb ideas be heard.
Have you ever like come up with a plan, like you're saying, like come up with an idea, given that to your superior, and then them just be like, oh, that doesn't make sense, but if we change this, and this, like the core idea is still the same, but we're going to change all these things about it, it'll work better, and then it does. Have you ever had that happen to you?
I want to say yes.
Do you remember? Oh, sorry. I'll go on.
I was just gonna say that I think it was valuable in that like someone does like, okay, let's think about this. Okay, interesting idea. Well, there's this problem with it, but like if we did this instead, like that could work. I think that is what it's kind of like to be a good leader, or a good leader.
So in that moment, is that how you felt about it, or did you feel anything else about it?
I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe I thought they were wrong. Or they were like watering it down. I don't know.
I've definitely had that thought too. I've definitely had been like maybe not even like felt like they were watering it down or, you know, juicing it up or anything like that, but maybe just like almost like a jealousy in the sense that like that was kind of my idea and now you've just it on its head.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Like they had to make it their idea.
Yeah. And it's like, well, that was kind of my idea. Right? Like motherfuckers stealing my ideas. What the fuck I'll just fucking kiss you on the neck, boy. I'll fuck you up, bro. Kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, I've definitely felt that in the past.
Do you own your ideas?
I think I might have used to think that for sure at one time or another in my life. But I don't think that there's a way that could be, right? Because, like, where does it come from? Where does that idea come from? I mean, what number of person am I, right? On this earth.
There's a lot of ideas out there, bro.
A lot of ideas. A lot of people having a lot of ideas over a long period of time, dude. A lot of
all
years.
the time. Constantly and throughout our history.
Yeah. Ever since they were like fucking stick pick up bug easier than finger. This explosion of fucking conscious thought just fucking erupted through eons and eons and eons, right? Now we're here.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane, right? So I don't think
ideas.
The ideas that it got fucking dark in here. I don't think the ideas that I have are mine. I think they're probably. I'm a firm believer in the global consciousness in the sense that like not only
firm. You're firm on
dude.
that.
I firmly believe in that. Yep, that's something I'm firm on.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I know, dude. Hey, I'm not firm on a lot, dude. Hey, I'm wishy-washy in almost every aspect of my life.
Yeah,
dude.
but you're firm on the idea of a global consciousness?
Global consciousness. Let me explain.
Please.
Okay. And I think I'll convince you, right?
Okay.
Have a sip of my beer skis.
Yeah. Actually, we need some more ice. Do you mind if I run up?
No, dude, go.
Before
dude.
you get into your idea?
We'll pause, dude.
Okay. Fucking out of breath from the stairs.
Dude,
I think I need to get
shape, bro.
Well, let's talk about regression here in a minute. But but no, dude. Like, I think I need to get like an ice bucket and maybe like a I don't know, like a small bar cart down here or something.
Ice bucket.
That's exactly like the kind of shit that I need.
Do you want me to send it to you, dude? It only cost me $5 at the op shop.
It would cost you like $25 to send it to me.
That's a $30 ice bucket, dude. That's pretty cheap, and it's thick aluminum, dude. It's not like a wishy-washy piece of shit, dude. It's thick aluminum with a nice plastic, or not like a nice red resin, and it's got handles, dude.
Yeah, I'm good, man. You hang on to that.
You sure, dude? I'll send it to you, dude. It's Australian, bro.
That's not a selling point. Made in Detroit.
I'm trying to figure. It's marking on the aluminum are part of the characteristics of this handmade product and not considered to be reject stock. Never place item in dishwasher and do not leave in contact with liquids for a long period of time.
It's a fucking ice bucket.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a very good ice bucket if you can't leave it in contact with liquids for very long. Maybe just get your own, dude. How's that?
I think I will.
I'll hold on to that one for my snot fucking rags. How's that?
Perfect. You were just saying that you firmly believe in the idea of a global consciousness, and you were going to
100%
elaborate more on that.
Okay, and I'm going to convince you as well. So.
And you will convince me, who at this moment I'm going to say the idea of a global consciousness. Mm-hmm. I am. I think I'm like
best
60-40, 60 probably not.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to convince you, dude. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. So there are several ideas of a global consciousness. There is the one that I think you're probably thinking about, which is like the Earth's got a consciousness and it's like a giant web and we're all connected to it like with
Yeah.
a bunch of brain energy cords fucking wrapping into this giant mesh of electricity surrounding the planet,
Have you
erupting
ever-
from the inside of the core.
Have I ever told you about the aspen trees?
I think we talked about it while I was there, actually. Like, they're all the same tree, right?
All of the aspen trees in a given area all have the same butt, dude. Like their roots connect.
Right. Whoa. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, that is kind of what I'm thinking you're referring to.
Yeah. So,
I do not have the same butt as everybody on this fucking planet.
well, no, you don't share a butt, but you do share a mind butt.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Okay. Now, bear with me. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the first being, right? The first human being, whatever Neanderthilis, fuckface McGeeus, you know, he's like fucking this dude. He's wiping his ass with his hand, and he looks down at his hand, and he has a thought about this hand, right? Having shit all over it, and then
Yeah.
and then he shares that with his other mate, who's also maybe he's a Neanderthilis homunculus boggartus, you know, and he's like fucking shit. Yeah, go ahead.
Quick question.
Okay.
And I don't want this to derail what's going on here. But
Okay.
quick question.
Okay.
Do you think that the Neanderthilis fuckboy Agagus was his like the first time that he got together with another Neanderthilis fuckboy Agagus? Do you think it was a man or a girl? Do you think it was like we were broskies dapping up, like, what's up, bro? Hang out. Hey, man, how about we kind of hang out together? You know, it's kind of hard out here. How about we partner? Like, you're strong, I'm strong. Let's be strong together. Or do you think it was some bitch, dude? He found some bitch and he was like, hey, let's shack up.
Probably the second one.
Yeah, you're right, dude. You're totally right, dude.
Probably the second one, dude. Because you
Dude, we've
imagine
been-
like being a Neanderthilis homunculus fuckface McGeeus, you know, like you're out there and maybe you do see another male and you catch that scent. You're like, I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so. Because I'm still holding on to a lot of my fucking traits, you know. I'm still holding on to a lot of my primal traits.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that one seemed like a threat still, you know.
Have you ever heard of elk, though? Have you heard of elk? I'm sure you've heard of them.
Oh,
but did
yeah,
you know?
no, dude, I've never heard of elk before. I've never even, that's not even, what is that? Is that some kind of giant,
Yes.
fucking
Reindeer?
rabbit,
Yes.
giant rabbit with horns? Is that
Yes.
what that is?
That's kind of what it is, actually. But apparently, like elk, like the dudes, like
Oh, they bro out. Yeah.
most of the year they fucking hang out and they're boys,
Yeah.
fucking doing dope dude shit together. And then
Yeah.
for a bit there, they start wanting to fuck, and then they are all of a sudden
Get real aggressive.
not boys no more.
Not boys anymore. No, it's almost as if as soon as you bring a female into the mix, it causes problems. Almost every time.
Yeah, dude. You might be on to something, bro.
You know, those dromedary fucking goddamn elk, dude, just fucking solve, I think, most of the world's conflicts, dude.
Yeah.
We just take all the women and we put them over here and take all the men and we put them over there. And then once a year, dude, we just release them into the wild together. And then bring them back, of course, you know, because we got to keep that dude shit going.
Keep that dude shit strong.
You know what's sad? And I'll get back to the global consciousness thing, but you know what's sad is I think men would be okay in that situation. Like if they were to be like the government, like say the world government, right? The world government's like, you know what? We're done with this shit. We're splitting men and women apart except for one month a year. Not even a month, a week. You couldn't do a month. That'd be fucking heaps too long, dude. A week, I reckon. You did that. I think the dudes would be all right. You know, they would be probably pretty aggressive and they'd masturbate a lot. There'd probably be a lot of there'd be a lot of gays, man. Like there'd be a lot of, I don't even think it would be gay or straight. I think it would be like, dude, fucking 11 and a half months, 11 and 3/4 of the month, fucking a year. We just are fucking butt fucking each other. And then for 1 week, it's like, holy shit, now we get that fucking fruit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, we've been eating meat all year. Now we get some delicate fruit to go with it, you know, for once. Oh, yes, dude. You know what I mean? We'd be all right. We'd figure that shit out.
I've been drinking stevia all year, but now this week is time for a genuine Coca-Cola.
Oh, God, dude. You know? But I think if you did the same thing with women, though, I don't think it would go that good. I think it would be I think women would either go one of two ways. It would be like hyper aggressive, like they would be, you know, like some hyper aggressive, strange Amazonian society where they're like just, you know, like the snoo-snoos, the giant Amazons from Futurama. And like whenever they catch men from the outside, they do death by snoo-snoo, which is basically just fucking them until they die. Hilarious episode, but they're huge. They're giants. They're huge. I mean, they're still like, you still look at them. You're like, okay, yeah, I'd take death by snoo-snoo. You know,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I mean, a giant barbarian woman. Yeah, come on. All right,
Okay, all right.
I've seen sexy orcs before. Come on, dude. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm into it.
But I think it could go that way. But I also, it would function really well. You know, I think the society would be really strong. Or I think women wouldn't be able to get on. I don't think they'd get along well enough to do it. I think there would be too much backstabbing, too much like...
They'd be all right, dude. I mean, I think some things would have to adjust amongst women to be able to get on. But men right from the start, I think we'd be probably pretty chill.
Maybe by removing men from the equation, that's the adjustment that it is that it was needed to make women like get on okay.
Yeah, because you're not competing for like a man at that point.
No, you're not. It's the same with the workplace too, right? You're not competing with a bunch of men and a bunch of women now. It's just women versus women, so they can do what they need to do with each other to get that job, whatever. That's
who do you think's running the more successful business?
Oh, in like an all male society or all female society?
Yeah.
Well, like, you mean
stop pretending like you have to think about it.
Society as a whole, like how their economies are functioning. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. Come on.
Dude, I'll be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably, dude, it's tough, dude.
No. Make sure you take your time on this one.
I'm thinking about this one. You know, I'm thinking about this one real tough because I'm married.
I'm married too, but it hasn't been that long, so you know I'm still rebelling.
I think economically, wow, dude, I don't actually know. When you think about it, I don't know, dude. Because I was gonna say economically, I think the women's society is doing better because they buy more stuff, right?
Oh, you're right, dude. That's a good point. All of a sudden,
but men make most of the stuff, right?
Are we gonna have trade between the two societies?
See, I don't know, dude. I don't know if we do. Like, can you even do that? Because
no, dude.
It would have to be men. You go to men making the men's stuff and women making the women's stuff.
Dude, like you go to trade like an ingot of iron or something. And you catch a little whiff of that sweet puss good.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Even
gonna
just
be-
on the products, like even just on the stuff you're getting, like
Yeah.
it smells like perfume and just sweetness. Just
Yeah, dude. Your fucking eyes go all the way black. Like your retina just fucking you turn
like
into
you're tripping nut sacks. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, you
Yeah,
just start
dude.
levitating over the ocean towards the continent of women. You're like,
Yeah, no. Did you turn into Bruce from Finding Nemo when he smells a little blood?
oh
You
fuck
know?
yeah, dude.
Oh shit!
Fish are friends, not food. Fish are friends, not food. Fish are food. yeah. Yeah, you're right. No, you couldn't do trade. So you couldn't do trade.
Can't trade.
So
No.
men got a bunch of stuff that they've made, but nobody buys it because they're all stingy as fuck.
Yeah,
They're, like, saving their money.
kind of. I mean, I'm burning money right now, but yeah, most of the time I'm cheap.
But if you could not be burning money, wouldn't you be? You know. Whereas
sure.
I think women, like, if they were just given the reins to buy whatever they want whenever they wanted, a majority of them probably would. But I think women should probably just learn how to make all the stuff. To be honest with you, that's what women do. I mean, they did the same in World War II. You know, all the women built all the ships, built all the planes.
Yeah, none of those ships are still around, are they?
Well, I mean, they'd be old as fuck, wouldn't they? Dude? It's been a while since they did that, you know? Maybe
Just
we
a
need another one,
coincidence, you know? I don't know.
You're right, dude. You're right. Empire State Building, that was built by dudes. Still around.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so,
all
I
right,
don't
dude.
know.
Let's subtract 5 tangents back, and you were explaining the idea of a global consciousness to me,
Right, dude.
convincingly.
Global consciousness, right? So we have fucking old ass fucking dude, fucking hermaphroditus, homunculus, nodulus, or whatever it is. I don't
Yeah, all right.
remember what it was.
Does he have a dick or?
Neanderthilis fuckface has got a big old cock, right? And
All
he
right,
meets
nice.
another Neanderthilis fuckface, and he's got a big cock, right? And they meet each other, they like,
I'm sorry.
okay, yeah, okay.
I'm so sorry,
No,
dude.
lay it on me, dude. Lay it on me, dude. This is all part of the process, dude. This is what good leadership is. You know, it's listening to other people's ideas, dude. Explain, please. Okay. Yes.
If we all started out as like tadpoles from the ocean,
Okay. Do you want to go all the way back that? I can go back that far, dude.
that's kind of where you're at, dude. What are you talking about?
Basically, dude. I guess, you know.
Okay, if we all started out as like tadpoles and we crawled onto land from the ocean, probably didn't have a big dick.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, I think our dicks have gotten bigger over time.
Right.
I think
you're
this is
probably
is
right.
the largest on average human dick size has ever been.
Ah, dude, I wonder if it's gone down. And I've actually got a thing for that too. But you're right. So going all the way, well, actually, you know what? Fuck it, dude. So if you go to like places in Peru and Africa where they still wear like tribal clothes from like old tribe clothes, right? Like they're not wearing underwear essentially, right?
Yeah, you're talking. What's it called? You have the little loincloth,
Like
Is
a
that what you're referring
loincloth.
to?
Loincloth or a skirt or, you know, something like that, right?
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Okay. Yes.
Why even wear a loincloth? Why not just be naked? If you're just gonna wear a loincloth.
It's to protect it from the sun.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
Good
it's delicate
idea.
skin down there, dude. You want to keep that shit nice and soft and fresh for your.
What if you
for
get a
your
little
ladies?
dick tan though, man? It's all good.
And you can get a little dick tan if you want to. Just don't burn it. You don't want to leave it out all the time. You know what I'm saying?
My dick is significantly tanner than the rest of my body.
True that, dude. Yeah, same. Well, now I'm burnt, so but yeah, it is quite tan.
Okay.
You know? I'd
Sorry.
probably wear a skirt, dude. I'd wear like a kilt like skirt, I think.
It seems like a
down
better.
bush.
We should wear that as opposed to a loincloth. Like,
Yeah, I reckon, dude. I mean, wear whatever you want, dude. But what I'm saying is like,
dude,
like,
dude. At some like, why is that a thing? Like, why? people start wearing clothes. Like most, not another single animal wears clothes besides us.
Dude, let me take it straight back to you. All right, let me give it back to you. I'll give you the history of clothes. Right. So
fuck, man, we're never gonna get to the global consciousness.
We'll get to the global consciousness soon. Yeah, we'll get to it soon. If you guys are listening to this, global consciousness is coming soon, folks. All right. Now,
dude, you just started with I'm gonna give you the history of clothes.
I'm gonna give you the history of clothes. Right? Okay. You're right. You ready for this? This is gonna blow your mind, dude.
I'm ready.
A long time ago, in a galaxy much like this one, in fact, the same one on a planet similar to the one we reside, well, the same one that we reside on now, right? Were two cunts that lived in a garden. And one was named Adam and one was named Eve. And they were dumb as fuck, dude. They were the dumbest people in the history of anybody else because they didn't understand or have any powers of reasoning whatsoever because that's how they were made, okay? And they got tricked by a snake. Yes.
Who made them?
Wow, that's a good question. And one of much contention around this little rock that we live on. Very much contention involved. Somebody made them or something made them. They just popped up into existence and they got tricked by a snake. And the snake's like, hey, eat this apple. And then like life is like, hey, don't eat that apple because I don't want you to fucking be able to think for yourself or anything like that. And they're like, fuck, what do we do? So, and this is where, you know, the woman decides, I'm gonna eat
made a poor choice. Is that what you're about to say?
I'm gonna eat that. I'm not saying they made a poor choice. I'm saying they made the choice, and then they tricked the dumbass dude into doing it as well, with powers that we are all familiar with.
Did Adam? Oh, pussy.
Yeah, fucking oath, dude.
No, you're right, dude. I'd do some shit for pussy.
Fuck no, dude.
And I have.
If God told me not to eat an apple or a mango or a fucking watermelon, and that chick's like, hey, dude, do it, and I'll give you some of this pussy, dude. I'm like, okay, dude.
She ain't even got a promise, dude.
Dude.
Hey, you know, I might think about it. I'll be like, hey, God, bet, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. God said, if you wait for things, good things will come. Hell no. She waving that pussy in my face, bro. Hell yeah. Okay, right? And then now they ate that thing. They gained like the ability to reason and think for themselves, even though that's not what fucking God said to do. And then they like realize they're naked, right? And then they wore clothes. Okay, that is a well, that's one way of looking at the history of clothes. I mean, it's probably a little bit more complicated than that, I'm sure, but dude, you know,
I want to say that's accurate.
I think I'd probably do kilt is what it boils down to. I'd probably do kilt.
Okay. All right. Okay. So there's
tadpoles. Two. So there's two tadpoles.
In kilts.
In kilts. Yeah, two tadpoles in kilts. Yeah. They don't have Scottish accents because they can't speak. All right. Mm-hmm. But this is where global consciousness begins, right? Because these two tadpoles in kilts, they're like both like at the edge of the water. And they're like, shit, dude, there's probably more stuff out there in their minds. Yes.
quick update, dude. I'm so sorry.
Okay, yeah, no, it's all good, dude. It's all good.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I'm 50-50 right now. I need you to
on global consciousness.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You've already convinced me 10%.
Sweet, dude. All right, cool. I'm getting you there, dude. I'm going full 100, bro. Full 100,
let's go, dude. You had me at tadpoles and kilts.
Tadpoles and kilts, all right. Should have just started with that, honestly. I would have fucking saved myself a lot of time. All right. Stupid. Okay. All right, here we go. So these two tadpoles and kilts, right? They're sitting there on the edge of the water. And one thinks to itself, fuck, dude, I reckon I could fucking crawl out of this and go see what the fuck's out there, right? And he has this thought so hard, right, that the other tadpole's like, bro,
you know? Dude, are you telling me that
These
He
tadpoles
thought-
got telekinesis, dude. That's what
he
I'm trying
thought
to say.
hard?
Yeah, he thought so hard about climbing out of that water that this other tadpole felt it, right? It's like, oh, God, yes,
All
we
right.
could do that, dude. And then they're like,
70-30
70-30 going towards it or away from
against
it?
it.
Oh, fuck off. Dude. Come on.
He thought hard. That's what the fuck you told me so hard.
Well, no,
All right.
think about it, right? So, but the actual action of climbing out of the water, right? That fucking first little amphibious whatever climbing out of the water. And that other one also seeing it, having a similar or the same thought as doing it, right? And then they have that shared experience. That shared first experience of emerging out of the water onto land and being able to survive, right? And that survival, that connection, that broing out spread to millions and millions of generations of creatures that all now live on the land. Things that have existed and gone extinct, things that are still existing now, and in turn us. And we've shared that fucking bro, dude. Yes. What's your
No.
question? What do you mean no?
No, dude.
What do you mean no, dude?
No, that's not how it happened, dude. I bet how it happened.
Oh, okay. You tell me how it
was-
happened.
Two tadpoles sitting in the edge of the water. One of them, completely ignorant that the other one's even there, was like, shit, bitch, I bet I can fucking make it up there.
Mm.
And then he just went for it, dude.
Yeah.
And I think he made it, and then the other one was like,
Where'd he
did
go?
you see what that motherfucker just did? He's like, well, if he can do it, I can do it.
Okay.
Which I think is how we got, here today. If you can do it, I can do it.
Oh, so he saw that he could do it and then did it himself.
Yeah, but that's
Experienced
not
the same thing.
that's
and then
not
they
the same
passed-
butt, dude.
And then they passed that down.
It's not the same butt.
Well, it's not the same but it's the same thought, isn't it? Because say like you read some philosopher's notes, right? You're like, fucking this guy has some interesting ideas.
Okay.
Well, he developed those ideas from reading other philosophy or mathematicians' ideas, right? That person got their ideas from reading and thinking and contemplating about other people's ideas, right? And so on and so forth, all the way to the beginning of those two fucking tadpoles thinking. One goes out and the other one's like, fuck, that was a good idea. Off they went. And started all of life, all of consciousness, dude. All thought stems from some other thought. So no, I don't think my thoughts are my own.
You got me. You got, dude. I'm one hundo.
Fuck yeah, dude. I knew
Dude,
you.
I am one hundo right now. I doubted the shit out of you not very long ago.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. Did I really get you a hundo?
Dude, well, I mean, just the thinking of thought as a chain instead of like I am born, I have a clean slate, and I'm all my ideas are mine. Like no, everything's a chain of ideas starting back from those first two motherfuckers in the water.
Yeah. Yeah. And, those chains have ended in some places and continued in others and branched off into millions and millions of other chains.
It's pretty cool.
The links are everywhere, right? Which, and I'm not trying to dissuade you now, right? But like you can almost imagine it like some kind of energy web, really, that doesn't span distance, it spans time.
Fuck. I don't know if it's the Sailor Jerry's or the marijuana. Or if you're just making a really fucking good point, dude. But yeah, global consciousness, I'm in.
Hundo, dude. Hundo, bro. Goddamn. Son.
Goddamn.
Can I go grab another beer real quick? Just gonna
Yeah,
pause. Yeah?
absolutely, homeboy.
All right, pausing. Dong.
Dong.
So tell me, dude, what is regression mean to you?
Huh. I just read the side of the Sailor Jerry's bottle and it says, "Hold fast."
Hold fast, dude. Doesn't that mean stop?
I think it just means hang on.
Oh, hang on, brother.
Which is, some philosophy for life, I reckon. I was thinking about that was too much. I was thinking about regression of late, in the sense of like personal regression, and that if like it feels so odd that if like we're not striving forward and making constant progress to a goal or a path or an initiative, that it feels so much like failure. And I don't, I've talked to enough people where I don't think I'm alone there. I think that's most people.
Yeah.
Like most people feel like if they hit a period of regression, it's a failure.
Right.
Where I think I'm in a period of regression right now, and just in that, I haven't been taking care of myself, right? I've been not eating well. I haven't been working out. I haven't been meditating. Yeah, give you all the fucking. I haven't been writing. I haven't been reading. I haven't been blah 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 blah. And I have a bunch of excuses and reasons why I haven't been doing those things. But the main idea is that I noticed that I've regressed in some areas.
Okay.
In my certainly my physical health and in my mental health in some areas. But I'm almost like, is it a bad thing? Is regression a natural part of the process? Sometimes. And I think as long as you're progressing more than you're regressing, you're probably doing it right.
Right. Well, there's this concept in philosophy about like the ebbs and flows. Essentially, Alan Watts calls it the peaks and troughs of a wave. Right. So when you have waves coming in on the ocean, you cannot have a wave without peaks. You can't have a wave without both of those things. Right. You can't have a peak without a trough. And you can't have a trough without a peak. If you didn't have either of those things, the water would just be still. Right. And so life is kind of like that. You have these peaks where you're doing really well, and then you have the troughs. It's something that we've talked about a lot.
That's growth, baby.
It is. That is growth. That's what it is.
Well, and I think that's where I was getting at, was this podcast is about growth. But is it about constant growth? Or is it about sometimes recession?
I don't think you're receding. I don't think you're not growing or shrinking. I think growth can be positive in both the peaks and the troughs, because, well, you got to kind of look at what your situation is, right? Like in context. So you've just bought a house. You're adjusting to the commute. You're adjusting to your surroundings. You're making your home you're trying to get it perfect, trying to get it set up nice so you can function in it at 100%, right? And that might never end. I mean, like, that's owning a house, like we've talked about. That's just stuff just keeps piling on, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, that I'll never be able to escape that fucking rat race of like constantly trying to upgrade. I hope I can find satisfaction soon.
Here's a question.
Mind you.
Does part of that, like constantly upgrading and stuff, do you kind of associate that with also one of those forward progression things? Or do you feel like if you're not actively upgrading the house, that you feel like you're regressing the house?
Yes. But I'll put it like this. Less about the house. The house I'm just trying to get up to, like, hey, this is where I want my standards of being. And it's also things that I can do, you know? It's like I have the money and I have the knowledge. I just need to spend time doing these upgrades to the house. So like it just takes a lot of fucking time, and I've talked about that ad nauseum at this point, and I hope that I can find a balance soon where you know what, hey, it's not all my free thought isn't about this fucking house. It's about whatever the fuck I want to think about, the fucking podcast clips, whatever. But I think about it a little bit. I'm zooming out, and think of it a bit like a character skill tree for in like a video game. Say you're building a character, right? You have a giant fucking skill tree all the way around. And I think the way that it works in life is the things that you work on get built, and the things that you don't work on shrinks.
Right.
So like you're never gonna have a level 99 character, you know, like 99 maxed out everything, because that would be the most well-rounded, complete, perfect person on the planet.
Right.
You know, whereas I think you're trying to expand all, you know, like it's kind of the difference of like, do you want to build like a wizard that's fucking, yeah, he has 99% magic, but his charisma is fucking 15, you know? Like,
he's got 3% strength, you know?
Yeah. He just has zero fucking, I don't know, fucking social skills.
Right.
I think that's more how it goes. Yes.
So, like, if we're building this skill tree, right? How much mixing are we doing, right? Because like I kind of want to be, if I was building like a character, right? I would want to be like a warrior druid, you know, super strong, super big and fit, but like love getting stoned in the woods,
sure,
kind of thing, right?
You can do that.
You can
100%.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want, I think, in this life, but all of a sudden, if you're a warrior druid. And you're getting stoned in the woods, and you're fighting all the time.
Right.
If you go ahead and all of a sudden you're like, I'm fucking crushing it, dude. And then and then you check your skill tree, and you notice that your relationship stat has fucking is like almost bottomed out. You're like, oh shit, I wasn't paying attention to that one.
Yeah.
And it's almost bottomed out now. Or like, okay, so at some point it feels like a kid plugging, you know, like fingers in a dam, you know,
trying to like stop it from leaking.
Okay, focus on the relationship. Focus on the relationship. Okay. Yeah, all right. Things are. Oh shit. Now there's money. Got to fucking deal with the money situation. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. All right. And there's now another. Whatever the fuck pops off, or whatever starts regressing. We tend to want to jam our fingers in, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So you feel like you start to have to take time from the things that you feel. You take time away from the things that you're fucking progressing actively to focus on the things that are rising, that are more important, and you feel like it's shrinking.
The bitch of it, dude, is you're the warrior druid getting high in the woods, and all of a sudden you start focusing on your relationship to build that back up, and all of a sudden your forest knowledge goes down, and you're like, fuck. Okay. Oh, I can't forget about the forest. I'm big on the forest. That's kind of my thing.
Well, yeah, it's kind of the deal, dude. You can't just stop the forest, bro. Yeah.
So, like, I think about myself as this big, like, constantly in flux. Like, I'm focusing on work, money, house, I guess shelter is probably the better attribute
I guess
to
yeah,
put points
shelter,
into.
yeah.
Yeah,
Feels
so
less material that way somehow.
yeah,
I don't
sure
know.
does.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, these other things are getting, while I'm working on other things, the fucking shelter's going, regressing a bit. So I'm trying to think about regression in a more positive light. I think that I've thought about the fact of that any regression happens is a failure.
Yeah, see, I don't think that's the case. I think most mature older people would tell you the same thing. Like when you talk to an old person that's like had a good life or just done life and still around and isn't completely bitter, someone you can actually talk to, they'll tell you the same thing. Like bad shit happens, you feel like shit lots of the time, but from that you learn what it is that that lesson from that period of time. I don't think of it as a regression. Like the way you kind of describe that sounds very chaotic to me. That's maybe just be a difference in personality types, but it seems like just this like flux bubble that just keeps touching all these different aspects that I need to focus on, and then like trying to reach down here, but it sucks part of the arm from that one, down. Sounds chaotic to me, and I think I think of it less like that and more yeah. We're in your head, but
You're in my
it's
fucking head, man.
it's synergy, dude. Synergize with me for a moment, Jonah.
Okay.
Synergize with me for a moment. Okay?
Thank you for looking at me.
Sorry, dude. I'm looking at you now. I'm not looking at you.
Sorry.
I'm looking at you, dude.
Let me also look directly at you.
Okay, we're gonna look directly at the cameras right now. All right, synergize with me for a moment.
I don't like this.
I don't like it either. I want to look at you.
I want to look at you too. Okay.
We're looking at each other. All right. Just because you've stopped reading, for example, right, to put more time into whatever it is you're doing, doesn't mean you forgot how to read. All right. You're pausing from the benefits of reading to focus on other stuff. All right. But you have so many things now that you feel like you've put to the wayside to focus on everything else, like eating healthy, working out, exercise, getting good sleep, fucking reading a lot, writing, you've got such a list of things that now it feels like it's stacking on top of you. It's too heavy to pick all of that up at once. You really got to just pick up one thing and regain the benefits of that to then now that's back into your schedule. It takes time because there's so much stuff, but now it's back in your schedule. You don't have to rush it. It's just now it's there, and then later on, after however long, you pick up the next one. You're like, all right, fucking, I'm trying to get the benefits of going to the gym for 15 minutes a day because it's so close and it's easy access. I don't have to fucking burn myself out at it. I'm just going to go fucking lift a few weights for a bit. Yes.
I think that I can do this. Like I can recalibrate and refocus and be like, okay, you know what? Let's fucking get this train back on the tracks.
Yeah.
I think what I'm getting at is, nope, forgot.
I don't think you need to. This is going to sound kind of mean, and I don't want it to. All right. I think you're looking at the way you prioritize your energy in a way that drains you. Right? The way you perceive the chaotic way of reaching out and touching all these different things and, the losing the energy, the length of one into the other. I think just thinking about it in that way is draining you to a point where, and I could be wrong, I don't know, but I think if you change your perspective on the way you look at it from this chaotic reaching out to this hum, right? This consistent, energetic hum that's ready to tackle anything that comes its way, right? And you have these different things in it, right? So you have it's like a battery, right? You got things that suck the battery. You've got work, you've got fucking finances, you've got, you know, fucking all these things, all the reading and running and blah, 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 all this stuff, right? And each one sucks a certain amount of energy out of the battery, but each one also has a certain benefit to the battery itself, right? So some of them put things back into the battery. It makes it easier, right? So after you start prioritizing these things, I think you'll see, you'll notice, not that you're not less passionate about life, but more your energy doesn't feel like it's being sucked so much as propped up and freely thrust out.
I think I see what you're saying. I think a good example of this is like working out. Right. Like I think working out is something that gives me more battery. Like focusing on my friendships gives me more battery.
Sometimes
some friendships. Some friendships not, for certain. Yeah, dude, I think you're 100% correct, and I mean, and you know me well enough to know how fucking, I don't know, dude. I go hard on
you got shit to do,
myself,
man.
Dude.
You got shit to do, and you feel like you need to do it all, and that's it's true. Like you do, you got a lot of shit to do, and you feel like you need to do it all, and you do need to do it all. But you're working on it. That's part of the trough, is like you realize how much shit you got on. And like, I think it's good to have a trough, because then it helps you realize, like, fuck, maybe there's some things I need to cut out. Maybe there's some relationships that are too taxing, that is not adding as much benefit to my battery. You know, what is the value of these things in my life? Because then once you restructure, that's what leads you up to the peak, right? It's all just these ebbs and flows.
Well, and that's what I was getting at with the regression part is, like, I think I used to think that any amount of regression was a negative, you know? If any part of my relationship deteriorated, you know, like all of a sudden we're not communicating as well, or we're having less sex, or whatever it is, and I was like, okay, that's regressing. That's a bad thing, you know. I can't do that. But I'm also like, oh, we just bought a fucking house, and by the way, and we're hosting Thanksgiving next week, so we have a bunch of things we're trying to get done before that, and we're prioritizing those things. I think this is gonna, and like I wouldn't tell, you know, Janie this, but like there's gonna be some regression into our relationship. Like if we're looking at the percentile system, like if our relationship's at 85%, like pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a B, baby. That's a solid B.
That's big percent, dude.
85% solid B. If it knocks down to a 79 all of a sudden for a little while, I think I have to be okay with that, and knowing that, hey, we're gonna get that percent back. Don't worry. Like, that's gonna get back. It's just gonna take a bit, and that's where I'm at. Like, that's what I'm trying to wrap my head around and be okay with.
So is that something like that specific instance? Is that kind of what you've been mulling about? Is that something you've been thinking about a lot lately? And were you worried? Like, have you been worried about you and Janie's relationship after buying the house?
No, not worried, because I mean, like in this example, we're still at 79%. It's pretty good. Right. C plus, baby. Right. We're almost at a B. You know.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah, compared to almost everybody else has a fucking, I don't know.
I know a lot of 50s, dude.
A 50, dude.
I know a lot of 50s, dude.
People are at 50s and, you know, finding the best stuff in it, you know?
Yeah. Dude.
So,
but it has been something you've been thinking about, though, obviously.
Certainly. I think that, I mean, buying a house is stressful, dude. Fucking getting everything where we want it is stressful, you know? We're both working. We're both stressed about things. We have all of a sudden our bills have doubled because we have this new financial commitment that we're not sure how it's going to fucking shake out exactly.
Oh.
You know? So like, yeah, it fucking makes you fuck a little less for sure.
Yeah. Is
But,
this like? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go on.
I was just gonna ask, is this like something that you've like is shared with Janie as well? Like, does she also feel the same way? Obviously, like not fucking is like part of what you the inkling, But is it like something that she's also thinking about? She's stressed. She's like something you guys have communicated with each other at all about, or have you kind of been just nose to the grindstones?
I think it's been a bit nose at the grindstone. I don't think that I've like. Cool. I mean, I've definitely been like, we, should go on a date. Like we need to focus on us too. Yeah. But I don't know if I don't know if I've laid it out that explicitly. But probably a conversation I should have.
Bro, buy that bitch some Chinese and sit down and fucking talk about life, or do some acid together. That's always fun.
Damn, dude, you're right, dude. Stop doing. We don't do acid, dude. This is mushroom. This is mushroom country, son.
Do some mushrooms together, then, dude. I don't care.
Nah, you're right. You're right. Well, it's gonna have to be after Thanksgiving because we're fucking busy, dude. I have a lot of fucking shit to get done before now till then.
The day before Thanksgiving.
That's a Wednesday.
Yep. Take the day off from work. Both of you just take a day off from work. Clean the house the night before. Give it a good wipe down. Get some mushrooms. Not a lot, just a little bit of a dose for each of you.
When do we make love?
Some tea. While you're on the mushrooms, dude.
Yeah, you're right, dude. During the mushrooms, after the mushrooms.
Yeah, man. I mean, but you make love the whole time, don't you? Really? It's the communication while you guys are on the mushrooms. It's the openness and the Chinese food.
Oh, you're right about that, dude. The MSG.
The MSG, dude. MSG, bro. That shit's fucking dank, son.
Yes. I think that is something that I should focus on and prioritize in my life.
Doing mushrooms the day before Thanksgiving, yes.
Yes, and making love to my wife. But my point is that some things are going to regress sometimes. Yeah. And I think looking at that as a failure is only doing yourself a fucking hardship, I say. If any time you regress is a failure, fuck, man, you're going to regress a lot of times in life.
But you're going to feel like you fail a lot too,
Right. And I think that's affected my self-worth a lot.
It's almost like
in my life. And I'm trying, and I'm trying to develop a better attitude and understanding around it.
I think in some ways, looking at regression as a failure is like the path of least resistance, because that's our natural way of thinking about it. For most people, for some reason, when you look at it as like not maybe not necessary, but like just a part of it, then instead of a failure, then there's almost like you can almost put an expectation on yourself to have to grow in some way from it. And I think maybe that is part of another part of like, if I don't grow during my regression, am I failing even worse? And then that increases onto
fuck, dude. You're right,
it's like
dude.
Two
that
thought loops going around each other, dude.
Dude, that could dive bomb you even harder. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, shit, dude. Hey, fucking, you better start fucking learning some shit, bro.
I gotta learn while I'm at it.
Yeah, dude.
I have to learn while I'm failing? That's twice as hard as failing.
But actually, here's the thing, right? It's not. Because when you fail, you learn anyway. You're always learning. Always. Not everybody is. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about you specifically. Like, you are always learning. Yeah. Right? When you fail, you learn. The thought loops might have you a little bit fucked up at the moment, but like when you fail, you learn. When you're in a regression, you learn stuff, and the stuff that we talked about that helps you get out of it comes. You just start doing it. That's what you do. So you're going to, right? I think it's. I think you are like going. I think you're gonna be okay, dude. I think you're gonna be alright, dude. That's my professional opinion about it.
Thanks, dude. It's. I think the bitch of what you just said is sometimes you find yourself in the same regression, dude. Like I'm almost 30.
Oh yeah.
Like, do you think I've not had a similar point in my life where I haven't worked out, I haven't meditated, I haven't read, I haven't written down shit, I haven't fucked as much, I haven't fucking, I've dedicated myself to getting better at fucking one aspect of my life. This has happened before to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what did I learn? How to maybe do it slightly less bad for the next time.
Yep.
That's life, baby.
I got to break it to you, dude. I'm over 30. I'm only gonna be 32 in February. That doesn't change, bro. It's the same exact thing.
Fucking
dude.
old you are.
I'm old man Micah, dude. I'm fucking.
Dude, you are. Dude, you're gonna get. You're gonna get grays, dude. I'm not gonna have any grays. You're gonna have fucking grays.
I've
son.
got grays, dude. But you know what's fucking cool about my grays, man? Is I got my gray hair from my grandma, dude. I've got some silver ass hair, bro.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool. I'm gonna look.
I
Like
gotta
a wizard
piss
someday.
really bad.
Well, do you want to turn this off, dude? We're at an hour 17. What do you reckon? Do you want to piss and come back, or do you want to go?
Nah, let's turn her off.
You want to turn her off?
I gotta piss.
Okay, dude. Hey, I love you a lot, my friend, and I want you to know that like I enjoy the troughs with you. You know, and I hope you enjoy the troughs with me just as much as the peaks. Because I think not only do we both have them a lot, but I think we're like on opposite ones. You know what I mean? I think we kind of like intersect like this, like a synergized wave.
I think that's
dude.
good, dude. I think it's good. Fuck, dude. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, dude. I'm gonna go pee too.
So sorry, dude. I couldn't focus. I had to piss so bad.
Dude, quick question. How far do you have to hike to go pee?
Not very far.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
I got bathrooms all over this fucking house, dude.
Dude, fuck, bathrooms everywhere. That's my dream house. You know, is like a bunch of bathrooms. Probably 2 bathrooms on every floor. I want more bathrooms than bedrooms.
Come visit, daddy.
Damn, son.
I don't have that many. I mean, I have 3 floors and 4 bathrooms, so that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's more floors to more bathroom to floor ratio.
Yeah.
That's good.
But you were saying that I think by happenstance or maybe cosmic design, we end up in troughs and peaks at different times, so we're able to lift each other.
Yeah, you know, it's odd. Like, it does seem like that, doesn't it? Like, when you're doing, like, on a real high, I'm starting to dip down into a low and vice versa. Although I don't necessarily think I'm at a peak. I think maybe I'm just, like, maybe climbing the trough at the moment. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I have no idea. But, like, you know, and maybe that's because we live on opposite sides of the planet. You ever think about that? We're on opposite sides of magnetic
the day
hemispheres,
as well.
right? Yeah.
Like it's dark outside, dude. It's been a full day here.
Yeah.
And you're just beginning your day, and we're at
And
different.
It's wintertime there, coming into summer here. You know?
Mike and I fucking love our friendship, dude.
Oh, thanks, dude. I love our friendship too, bro.
In a lot of ways, I think we are extremely valuable assets to each other. That sounds like a business transaction. No, I think that like in a way, like we boost each other up in odd ways and kind of expect nothing in return. So opposite of business transaction. This is a love transaction.
This is love, dude. Yeah. It's like it's like if we had energy cords with the people around us in our relationships, we'd have that big fucking undulating, fucking just massive veiny energy cord, just fucking butt to butt, dude.
And I want to let you know that if we were two tadpoles standing at the edge of a pond, and I saw you go on the land, I saw you get a wild hair up your ass, and you go on the land. I'm going on that land too, buddy.
Damn.
Because I love you.
Dude, I love you too, bro. We'll see you on the land, dude.
I'll see you on the land.